Hare Krishna, my friends. Welcome to Bhaktiville. Here we are live, goofing around in the temple. No, we're not goofing around. No, not tonight. Tonight, we'll do our second Bhaktiville Songbook. And I welcome you all. This is Dasi Lane. And we are joined with Bhakti Mimulus and Kandita, and Greece is here. And many other people, I'm sure, listening, streaming on Facebook. So we have quite an agenda today. We've got a little bit of Sanskrit, a little bit of Sanskrit grammar, Pranam mantra, the Brahma Samhita, and if we have time, I have one more song we can do. So here we go. Bhaktiville Songbook, second meeting. And on Facebook, well, let me say a couple of things. So our YouTube channel, Bhaktiville Temple, will have all the songs that we've been singing in order. So if you wanted to practice, you could just play all and go through them all. The very first one on the Bhaktiville Temple channel has every single song in the Vaishnavacharya's playlist. It's almost 2.5 hours worth of songs, which is awesome. And then underneath that are the songs. Yes, we're not streaming on YouTube, but we have a YouTube channel. Kandita asks, are we on YouTube? We have a YouTube channel. So all the songs that we are singing here and the YouTube pieces that I play will all be listed there, and you can play them there on YouTube. So I posted that the other day on our Facebook page, so you can get to it quickly. Kandita says, wonderful, thank you. So here we go, Bhaktiville Songbook. So a little bit of Sanskrit grammar. Oops, Kandita, I cannot reach that songbook. Can you flip that for me to the next page on the, thank you. And then one more, Sanskrit tips and tricks. So I just want to go over some of the sounds. So the guttural consonants. So the guttural ones are from the throat, similar to English. So ka as in kite, ka as in bunkhouse, ga as in give, ga as in dig hard, and ing as in sing. So those are all things that are pronounced in the throat, similar to our English sounds. All right, next slide, please. The next one are the, I guess I have to turn mine. I'm playing the same slideshow at home, so I can see it more clearly. The palatal ones, they're pronounced from the palate, with the middle of the tongue. So cha, you can feel. Yes, Kandita says it seems to slowly resolve visually. Yes, it does take a little while. Sometimes if I run my mouse across something that's not resing quickly, it comes into focus more quickly. Thank you. So cha as in chair, cha as in staunch heart, j as in joy, ja as in hedgehog, and nya as in canyon. Now the next thing, you may hear people who know Sanskrit, they talk about sandhi. And sandhi refers to what happens at the junction of different sounds, when one sound meets another sound. So this happens in English, and a good example is white shoes. When we say white shoes, we don't say white shoes. The T and the sh kind of go together, so it kind of blurs one into the other, white shoes. So in Sanskrit, they actually change the spelling of the words. So it becomes a little difficult to figure out what word they're saying when you look at the text. We don't change the spelling, but we do innately change the sound of two words when they are next to each other, as in white shoes. So the one I wanted to focus on today is when two A's are next to each other, they become a long A. They become elongated. So the text that's here on the board is one line from the Govinda prayers. And you can see there's one word, Venum, and then Gvarnantam Tamara Vinda Dalayataksham is all one word. So you have to go in there and, if you're translating, go in there and start cutting the words up to figure out what's going on. So Aravinda Dalaya Taksham. Dala is short A at the end, and Ayata is a short A at the beginning. So when they come together, it's Aravinda Dalaya Ta. And then the Ta at the end of that bumps into Aksham. So Yataksham becomes elongated, a long A, elongated A. So the way I decided to break these up, there you go, Kandita, our local expert. So she says she didn't know that. Yes. So it's hard to translate because at the beginning of the word is the same as un in English. So happy, unhappy. So an A at the beginning of the word would be the opposite of that word. So it's sometimes hard to know if they're saying the word or the opposite of that word, depending on what's in front of it. So it's always in context. The separating of words and the translation is always in context. So there we have it. Today's Sunday lesson is why there are long A's in the middle of things. So I was trying to explain. So the way I decided to designate that happening is to put an A in brackets, because Ayata is blooming and Aksham is whose eyes. But when it's all put together, it's Aravinda Dalaya Taksham. So I just wanted to say that. One more thing. In Sanskrit, usually every consonant has a vowel attached to it. So if you want to break up in syllables, that's how you would do it. So ve, consonant, syllable, num, consonant, syllable, and then an ending. Kva, the next word, kva, it's not kvan, antam, it's kva, nantam. So just to keep that in mind, because we want to, as native speakers of English, we want it to look like something we're used to. So Aravinda, we might say Aravinda, because that makes more sense to us in English, but it's Aravinda. So just another thing to keep in mind while you're trying to figure these things out. All right, let's move on to the next thing, the prayers. So one more. Shri Gauranga Pranama. So when I say these words, you can repeat them at home, and then we'll go over the word for word and the translation. So Namo Maha Vadanyaya. So it's Vada Nyaya. Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gora Tvishe Namaha. So word for word, it's obeisances, who is most munificent and charitably disposed. Krishna Prema, love of Krishna. Pradaya, who can give. Te, unto you. Krishnaya, original personality of Godhead. And then Krishna Chaitanya, Namne, under the name, Gora Tvishe, whose complexion is the golden complexion of Srimati Radharani, Namaha, obeisances. So, O most munificent incarnation, you are Krishna himself, appearing as Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. You have assumed the golden color of Srimati Radharani, and you are widely distributing pure love of Krishna. We offer our respectful obeisances unto you. So, Kandita, I don't know if you heard me when I said this, you may have come in later, but the note card in the box next to the viewer has links to all the songs that we're looking at today. So I am going to play this and move my microphone over to my computer, and hopefully that will work. This is that wonderful guy from last week who did all of the prayers last week, but I seem to have lost my place in this song. I restarted my computer and it lost all of my marks, all my bookmarks. No, not that one. Yes, this one. All right. Let's see if it will do it for me. It's spinning, it's unhappy.
Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha.
Yes, such good pronunciation. I just got a message that I don't know how to respond to. All right, so there it is. Native speaker saying it. I've got certainly my own little East Coast, West Coast things going on. All right, Govinda prayers, Brahma Samhita. Kandita, could you forward that through the next two slides to get to the first one? So there's only existing chapter 5 of Brahma Samhita. All the rest chapters were lost. Lord Chaitanya found chapter 5 in a temple in South India, and that's the only way we have this chapter 5 of the text of Brahma Samhita. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati translated and gave purports to this chapter 5, and there's a link to that PDF online if you'd like to read the whole thing. In this slide up here, text 30, it says, is the text 30 from his book, but of the Brahma Samhita prayers that we know, this is text number 4. The story of Lord Brahma is he is the first, the creator of the material world. He was born in a lotus flower that grew out of the navel of Lord Vishnu. And as he was trying to figure out what was going on, and he was meditating, Krishna in his heart told him what was going on, and he realized who Krishna was. And this is the song that he sang. This is part of the song that he sang at that time. So let's just go through the words. Venum kvanantam aravinda dalayataksham. There's that word, dalayataksham. Barha avatam sam asitam Buddha sundarangam. So elongating that A, sundarangam. Kandarpa koti So that's that T with the tongue in the top of your mouth. Koti. Kamaniya. Vishesha. Shobham. Govindam. Adi Purusham. Tamaham. Bhajami. So let's look at the translation of that. We'll sing this all together at the end. Translation. Oops, I lost it on my screen. I worship Govinda. Can you move that to the next slide, Kandita, for me? I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, who is adept in playing on his flute, with blooming eyes like lotus petals, with head decked with peacock's feather, with a figure of beauty tinged with the hue of blue clouds, and his unique loveliness charming millions of cupids. Next slide. I have to wait for that to show up, I guess. I'll go through the words. Angani, so that's the N as in sing. So Angani, Yasya, Sakalendriya, Vrittimanti, and that R is a vowel. It's not vritti, it's vritti. Pashanti, Panti, Kalayanti, Chiram, Jiganti. Ananda, Chinmaya, Sad Ujvala, Vigrahasya, and again, Govindam, Adi Purusham, Tamaham, Bhajami. So the limbs of whom? Of all the organs, possessing the functions. Doesn't make sense when you read it word for word, but they have all the, their sentence structure. And so they fall into place when you put the translation together. See, maintain, manifest eternally the universes. Ananda bliss, Chin is truth, Maya full of, Sad substantiality, Ujvala full of dazzling splendor, Vigrahasya whose form, Govindam, Govinda, Adi Purusham, the original person, Tam, him, Aham, I, Bhajami. And the translation, I worship Govinda, the primeval Lord, whose transcendental form is full of bliss, truth, substantiality, and is thus full of the most dazzling splendor. Each of the limbs of that transcendental figure possesses in himself the full-fledged functions of all the organs, and eternally sees, maintains, and manifests the infinite universes, both spiritually and mundane. All right, so let's listen to Jamuna sing this wonderful song. So I'm not sure how you want to do that. If you want to go to the link, KK Songs, and see the words there. Or if you want to, if Kandita can move the slideshow around to follow the singing. Yes, Kandita says Prabhupada loved her singing. Yes, he did. And that's why we sing it every day in the temples. If you could back up a little bit, Kandita, on the slideshow to the first. One more. All right, here it goes. And sing along. I'm going to turn my sound off so you're not hearing me singing. Oh, I can't turn it off. Yeah, because you can't listen to it. All right, here it goes.
Govindam Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindam Hari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Vedam Kanvam Maravindadalaya Chaksham Bhagavatam Samasitam Buddha Sundaram Kanda Kato Vikamaniya Vishesasomam Govinda Hari Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Angani Asa Sakale Priya Priti Manti Vasyanti Panti Kayanti Chira Pradanti Ananda Chinmaya Sadhu Jala Vigrasya Govinda Adi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Adi Purusha Tamaham Bhajami Govinda Hari 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 Purusha.
Wow, that's so ecstatic. I know, Kandita says it's filled with such devotion. Kandita also said, he said that recording should be played in every temple. Yes, it's been, as I was singing along, I was just thinking of all the Didi Darshans I've seen while that song was playing. So great. All right, so the next song, and this is a little plus, this is a song that I learned not too long ago. A friend of mine, Megla, who listens to us streaming on Facebook, introduced me to this song, and the only person I could find online who sings it is Krishna Das, so please forgive me for playing Krishna Das, but my deities are Radhe Shyam, so I sing this song every day. And the words are very simple. It's Radhe, Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Govind Radhe, Jai Shri Radhe. Govind Radhe, Radhe Shyam, Gopal Radhe, Radhe Shyam. Oh, I left out a word. So that's it. It just keeps repeating over and over. So Radhe is the vocative form of Radha. It means, hey Radha, Radhe. And Shyam is Krishna's name when he is dark as a rain cloud. Govinda is another name of Krishna, who gives pleasure to the cows and senses. Jai Shri Radhe, glory to beautiful Radha. Gopal, another name of Krishna, protector of cows. So You'll have to listen to it, Kandita, because I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it now. We had it playing here in Bhaktiville when we used to have a streaming that worked here in Bhaktiville. We played this a lot. I remember many, many nights working, building this temple, listening to this song, and just, it's so beautiful. Anyway, so this is an easy song to sing, an easy song to remember. It's a song you can sing while you're washing the dishes, you know, whenever. It's a great song. Here we go.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe 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 Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe 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 Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe. Radhe Radhe
Radhe
Radhe.
Radhe Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe 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 Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Jaya Radhe 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 Shyam Gopal Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Jai Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe.
Jai Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe.
Govinda Radhe Radhe Shyam Gopal Radhe Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
Radhe 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 Shyam Govinda Radhe Jai Shri Radhe.
We've run out of time. That's a really good one. And it's a long video, so you can sing it forever. It's really wonderful. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope that it's helped your pronunciation. Oh, I wanted to ask you a question. So in the Govinda prayers, did you notice that one word was mispronounced? Did you happen to notice that? This is a test. Yes, the time goes fast. You didn't notice a mispronounced word? Kandita, did you notice? Kandita, how about you? Did you notice? No? So in the very first line in text 4 or text 30, she says Venum Kanvantam instead of Kvanantam. And I listened to her talking about it one time, and she's like, everybody thinks I'm so wonderful, but every single day this gets played and I've mispronounced a syllable. So it's Venum Kvanantam. She says Kanantam. Yeah, I know. Oh, well. So next week will be Tulsi week, and we're going to have Tulsi Puja, and we'll sing all the prayers, and we'll bring our Tulsi out in the middle of the floor, and we can do Yanikani Chapapani and circumambulate, and we'll do a whole Tulsi Puja next week. We'll go over all the prayers, and then we'll get up and we'll do Tulsi Puja, and we can use our dance ball and dance around and have a whole big deal going on here in the temple for Tulsi Devi. So something to look forward to. Tulsi Devi ki jai. So next week, hope to see you. I hope that you've enjoyed this again and that it's been of some help and use. If not, forgive me, but it's been fun. It's been fun. Thank you so much, everyone.